Well, today marks 3 years of Comics Are Dope. So let's celebrate. Welcome back to Comics Are Dope. I'm BJ Kicks, and today, November 7th, as I'm filming this, is our 3-year anniversary. 3 years ago today, I made a video and posted it on YouTube of myself opening up some Walmart comic packs. And I thought it'd be a fun idea to kind of recreate that video 3 years later. But I went to Walmart this morning and I don't think they sell those comic packs anymore. In fact, they're like the aisle they usually are on. I went, didn't see any. I didn't even see the little empty stand indicating that there'd be a refill or restock coming soon. So instead, I went to Five Below because I heard they had these packs of like 4 or 5 comics for $5. Turns out I was wrong. There are 4 packs of comics for $4. By the way, if you're looking for them, they're probably on that table where like where the word searches and coloring books and stuff are. I didn't film that section because there was like a pregnant lady standing right there and I didn't want to look like a creep. But I went to the store and the mission was accomplished. We got 2 4-packs of comics for $4 each. They are not clearly priced here, but they are $4 each. So got 2 of them. I wanted to get 3, but basically there was like 5 in the store and they all had like the same 2 books on the cover. So I figured I'd minimize my duplicates by just buying 2. So let's go ahead and get this open without further ado. We'll start with this one. One thing about these, you can clearly see like what's inside, or at least one of the books that is inside. Actually, I think I've got a guess as to another one too. Anyway, let's look. This has got the Nubia Coronation Special at the top or at the front. So once again, the first $4 comic pack from Five Below. So like I said, the first book we got right here on top, the Nubia Coronation Special, written by Stephanie Williams and Vita Ayala, with a bunch of other people in here as well. Had a cover price of $5.99. Now, I did not read any of the Nubia stuff. Stephanie Williams did like 2 or 3 Nubia miniseries. The first was written with Vita Ayala. The second 2 she wrote herself in like 2021 and 2022. And this was after Diana was kind of off the table because of the events. Was it Dark Crisis? It was Death Metal, where Diana kind of just left the DC universe for a little bit. And I didn't read any of that because I don't read Wonder Woman. So I didn't want to like read, what all I knew of Nubia was that she's like a black Wonder Woman. So I figured I probably should read some regular Wonder Woman before I read Nubia. But I've kind of fallen in love with Stephanie Williams as a writer over the last couple of years. So here, I'll probably go ahead and read a bunch of Nubia on DC Infinite. So that's one, $6. And then here we go. Here's another. This is the one that was on the back. The Dollar Comics Batman issue 663 from the Grant Morrison run. Which issue is this? Oh, this is that weird like prose issue. The Clown at Midnight. So this was definitely in the Batman by Grant Morrison omnibus. And if I'm completely honest, this is one of those books that I just straight up skipped. Like I kind of thumbed through it to make sure I wasn't missing anything. But I didn't read this as part of the omnibus. And I don't know. The fact that they reprinted it as a dollar comic means it must have been significant in some way. So I probably should read it. But I ain't come to comics for all those words. So that's the second book. And that's $1. So what are we up to? $7. We're already over the value. So that's great. Next issue. Nightwing. Issue 96. I already own this issue because I've been subscribed to Nightwing since issue 78. Oh, I remember this one. This is coming up toward the end of the story arc where It's like the battle for Bloodhaven. That's pretty interesting. The battle for Bloodhaven's heart. Yeah, there we go. That was the finale. Leading up to issue 100. This series is always great, so cool book. I'm not expecting I'm going to find anything special in any of these, considering I've been subscribed to DC Comics for the last 4 years. So everything in here I probably already own, or I skipped it. And if I skipped it, I probably skipped it for a reason, but I just did it for the video, right? All right. Here's another one that I didn't know existed. This is a foil cover for Heroes in Crisis, issue number 7. I don't know if this was like special in some way. Heroes in Crisis, I feel like Heroes in Crisis was just before I got into comics. It was the thing everybody was complaining about when I got into comics. You know, they ruined Wally West. We had just gotten Wally West back. I don't know why every like comic book hater on YouTube sounds like Rush Limbaugh to me. But anyway, that's the voice I have for all of them in my head. They ruined a perfectly good comic and character. But anyway, there we go. Heroes, that is really shiny. A very shiny foil variant. So that's cool if for no other reason. It was a convention exclusive. I doubt this is like really worth anything, but the fact that it's convention exclusive means that it's worth more than your average comic, I guess. And it's Clayman artwork, so there's that. All right, and that's the end of the first 4 pack. So some pretty run-of-the-mill comics and a pretty cool convention exclusive. Now, let's pop open this second pack with the Dark Crisis Deadly Green one-shot in front. All right, so let's get the front and back out of the way. First up, Dark Crisis, the Deadly Green. This was a one-shot set during Dark Crisis. There is a very important story point that happens in this issue. So if you were following Dark Crisis and you didn't pick this one up, you probably got mad when Damian came in and explained the whole jig in what, issue 6 of Dark Crisis or 7. But either way, pretty interesting stuff. Dark Crisis, the main heroes are off the table and the sidekicks have to save the day. That's basically what Dark Crisis was. Next up, okay, cool. This is the Nightwing 2022 annual. A great book. This one, is this the one where we had like the Nightwing and Jason Todd team up story? Can't remember if that was a 2022 annual or 2023. Must not have been 2022. We got a Nightwing and Superboy or Superman, Son of Kal-El team up. And then we got what appears to be just a straight up Nightwing story. Did I read this? This doesn't look familiar. Okay. Glad I got that. I don't think I ever picked this one up. And the next one, another foil variant. This time for Batman by Tom King, issue 43. Doesn't say convention exclusive on here, but dang it. Tom King, Mikel Hanin. That's very, I mean, these mirror covers, look at that. You can see me crystal clear in there. So, Bendis is coming. Remember when everybody was excited about that? Anyway, Batman issue 43, leading up to the wedding. And the last book in here. Ooh, this is cool. This is The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue number 1. I want to say this is a fairly recent series. This one just wrapped up, if I'm not mistaken. This is a variant cover by Lee Bermejo, who's got to be like a definitive Joker artist, if not the definitive Joker artist at this point. There's some stuff like that just kind of came out of the whole, what is the story I just read? The Gotham War that ties directly into the end of this series. So I should probably go and read this on DC Infinite. But for now, I'm just excited that I've got a pretty cool variant cover. We got this like Heath Ledger-esque Joker with a Jack Nicholson Joker mask on. So that's pretty cool. That's why you don't leave the cat in here while you're filming, making all kinds of noise. So I stopped counting. This had a $6 cover price. This one was a convention exclusive. It says it on the back. So we'll just call it a $10 cover price. This Nightwing Annual, $6 cover price. And the Swamp Thing, Deadly Green, also a $6 cover price. So pretty good value in this one too. Not that anybody's going to sell any of these books, but hey, $4 got me all this. And $4 also got me all of this. It's kind of worth it just for these shiny covers. I might go back now that I've seen some of these and get the other shiny covers because I'm a sucker. Anyway, I mean, how else do you celebrate a 3-year anniversary with anything other than shiny covers? So that was fun. I haven't done one of these little mystery box type things in quite some time. So more shininess. Anyway, that's the haul. I wanted to say thank you guys for sticking with me for 3 years. We've grown. We're almost 9,000 subscribers strong. There's like over 10,000 of you who tune in to one video or another every single month, which is crazy to think about. I've gotten to meet comic creators. I've met comic creators who already knew who I was when I got there. I've just been able to do some really cool things because of YouTube. But the coolest thing has got to be meeting the community and just being a part of the community at large. I've met some of my favorite content creators. I've met a bunch of other people who don't create content, but are just fans. And that we get a space to talk about stories that we love, that other people might consider juvenile, but we think are dope. So huge shout out to all of you for being a part of this journey. Special thanks to the channel family for making a lot of this stuff possible, including this video. I'll see you guys in another video real soon. So until then, cheers to 3 years and hopefully many more. Read something dope today. Peace.